Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Derek, and you are watching RimWorld Alpha 11 Ice Shelf, and this is episode 5. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, and we're back here. Let's see how things are going. We got the 2 wind turbines cranking. I forgot to mention that in the summary last time, but that was a big success. It'll get our power situation sorted out a little bit until we can get this geothermal going. Looks like our prisoner area is ready to go. Well, we'll need to hook a heater up to it. So let's go ahead and send some electrical power down to it. That ought to work there. And we'll throw a heater in. We may not like our prisoners the best, but there's no reason they have to freeze to death out there. Some of them might end up being productive citizens of our colony one day. And we'll go ahead and, if I can click properly, we'll build a whole new set of graves out here. Not that I'm expecting to have to use them, but it's reasonably possible we'll have to use them. We're gonna get raided, that's for sure. So we'll just see how that goes. Looks like we got some new weapons. Who's our people that don't have weapons? Harp doesn't have them. And is she like afraid of shooting things or of hurting people or something? No, she's not. Cool. So she's going to go ahead and get one of these great bows. Let's see which one's better. Poor or awful? I actually don't remember which one of those is worse. Let's see. This one does 18 damage. And the awful one does also 18 damage. Alright, let's see if we do it this way. Shoddy, poor, normal, good. Well, awful's not even one of those. So I'm going to assume that it's even lower than shoddy. And say that she's going to get the poor one. Equip that poor great bow, would you? What are you wearing gear-wise? Shoddy cloth parka versus a poor cloth parka. But a pretty damaged one. Minus 59. And this is, oh, I don't want the one on your entire person. Minus 61. Well, that shoddy one seems better than the poor one, so I guess we'll leave that how it is then. You can go meditate now, sure. We'll allow that. We got 32 meals. They're all frozen in here. Internal temperature 70. That's looking good. Indoor temperature in here is plenty cold, matching pretty close to the outdoor. Once they build that, then we'll really be good to go. It's a power conduit blueprint. Who's on cleaning duty? It's usually Harp. Harp's a grower and a cleaner. Let's go ahead and set you to clean a little more, because it is getting kind of dirty around here, Harp. What is that thing there? I don't know, there's something there that's making it dirty, but nobody seems to mind it. So let's go ahead and speed up time here, see what Red does when he wakes up. See how our power situation's going after we had that big discharge. That didn't do us any favors. But it looks like we're doing okay for now. We're up about 2,000 watts and rapidly dropping as the sun goes down. But we've got a pretty good amount of stored power. And the wind turbines seem to be picking up, so that's actually rapidly increasing our power output. Far faster than it's getting used up. We're over 500 watt days stored. Okay, there. Wind turbines are slowing back down now, and that's killing the power situation a little bit. 400 watt hours. We're only at 2200, so we got a lot of night left. 300 watt hours. If those turbines will pick up, we'll be good to go. 200 watt hours. Yeah, the turbines are going in the wrong direction, so we've still got power issues. Moral of the story. Well, actually, they're picking up again. There we go. Okay, so we made it through the night. It's 4 in the morning now. Made it through the night on the power situation. That's good news, at least, that we're not totally going to be wiped out on power. Let's hope we can pick up some more power this morning. Maybe our wind turbines will operate a little better. Research-wise, we're getting pretty close to the geothermal capability, although I'm not sure if we're going to have enough metal to actually do the geothermal yet. What do we got here? 35 by 5. So, I'm not going to embarrass myself trying to do that math in my head, but that's not quite enough, I don't believe, for the geothermal. So we'll have to have him keep working on that, although I think we had some down here too. Yeah, so we've got another 5 more. So that's 350 total between the two of those, I believe. Because then it's 70 times 5. So that's good. That'll work out alright. Pretty good amount. Still not quite enough for a geothermal, but that's pretty close. We're at 720 max. How are you on researching anyways? Did we put like... Okay, you're not terrible. Who is our other researcher? Candace is our other researcher. She's the cooker. Where's she at? How is she on researching? She's an 8. We've got a pretty good amount of potato. Oh man, once all this potato stuff gets picked up too, then we're just gonna have a ton. I really want all this stuff to get hauled. Harp, you're not a hauler, are you? Oh, you are a hauler. Here, haul some potatoes real quick, Harp. I don't like them all sitting there. What is her hauling thing? What is this? It's pretty low, actually. Let's see, grow is her number 1. Let's set hauling up a little bit, so she'll do it before the other level 4 stuff. I could get Red to haul that. Where's he at? He's off mining, I think. Yeah, come back here for a minute, Red. Come haul these potatoes. I'm really just antsy about leaving the potatoes laying around because I don't want them to all go bad. We've got a pretty good number of meals now. Candace is doing a nice job on that. Let's cut down this thing that's just do forever, and we'll say do until you have. And we'll make her keep 40 of them or so. That should be pretty good. 40 meals for 4 people. That will store 10 meals worth of food each. 10 days, I guess, worth of food. And then they'll just store the rest of the potatoes, so that'll be fine. But that'll let Candace do something else for a while, since they'll have plenty of meals. We have 41 meals now, so Candace can go off. What other kind of stuff can she do? If she's not growing, she's probably going to be researching. So that means we can get Max off of researching and up to hauling some more stuff. And constructing. So let's go ahead and do that. Because Candace should be able to research now. If she wants to. This thing still hasn't been built because nobody's building anything these days. Alright, where's Red at? There he is. He was mining some more, wouldn't he? Yep, we got some more metal. That's good. We'll need that. Maybe now that we've got Max hauling, we'll actually get a bunch of this hauling done. And we can have the place looking nice. Who was on cleaning again? That was Harp. Once she's finished growing. I think she finished all of her growing for now. So we got about 24 meals worth of stored food, or stored ingredients, and 41 meals. And all the people had meals in their pockets, so they didn't even bust into the amount that had to get stored either. So that's good. Alright, he's building that one piece of electrical cable that blew up. Red's gonna go down and do that. Candace is back to researching. Good. And she's our prime researcher. Right? Yeah, she's the level 8 researcher. So that's good. She's not very good at cooking, even though we put her on solid cooking duty. She's only so-so at cooking. Max, where are you at? Can you go ahead and work on that vent for me, bud? I want to make sure the freezer stays cold enough. Alright, so we got that. Let's see. Honestly, okay, I guess we could get that, but let's wait a little while on that. I want to get some stone cutting going. So let's go ahead and find a stone cutting table. Yeah, we'll do a steel one. I didn't already build one of these somewhere, did I? I know I thought about building one earlier, but I don't know if I actually did it. Let's see, where are all our chunks getting stored? They're out there. Let's see, where do we want to put this? I'm going to put it somewhere where I can store the chunks nearby. but it's really not that big of a deal to have the chunks right by. We'll just put it over there. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll work. Max, where are you going? Max, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. Oh, okay, Harp's building it. Alright, Max, you're good, you're good. Harp took your job, but that's fine. You didn't need that job anyways, I guess. So he's doing construction first, that's his primary duty, and then he'll get on to hauling. That'll be good. Once these people get this party started, we can start stone cutting. I don't know if anybody's actually going to do that. Oh, let's see. I think stone cutting, yeah, it falls under crafting. Let's see, we can get Red to do that as a secondary job. He's got a single passion for it. Yeah, he's got a passion for it, and Candace has a passion for it. She's a researcher. Let's put her on it. Let's see, 4 versus 4, yeah. Let's put her on it. We'll say everybody could do it, though. We've got plenty of chunks to take apart here. And he's got it all steeled up, so that's good. He just needs to construct it now. Power-wise, not doing great. Oh, it's already 3 in the morning. Good gracious, they stayed up late working. Alright, well, yeah, I guess we're power-wise fine then. Oh, especially with those turbines cranking. Well, now they're not cranking. They were. Trust me. They were cranking for a while. You might not believe me. But you can rewind the video and see. Let's see, -10 and -6 in here. 70 in here. So that's all working fine. Hopefully this will insulate enough that it doesn't, you know, kind of bleed that real cold into the rest of the game. Looks like I need to build another vent here. That's probably needed to be done for quite a while now, and I just forgot to. What is Max doing? Oh, he's smoothing the floor. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple more floors to be smoothed, so that's fine. Oh, it looks like we got the heater running in here. That's good. Geothermal research is complete. Yep, so we might as well not forget to build the geothermal. That would be embarrassing. Get the geothermal spec'd up at least. We have enough power right now that it's not the end of the world if they don't build it right at this second. Let's see, there's an eclipse. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Let's make our stone blocks do forever. No, we don't want to do forever. Do until you have. Let's see. We'll say do until you have 100. Once you have 100 stone blocks. No, we'll do 200. I forget how long it actually takes to make these, so we'll say do you have 200 blocks. And she's already constructing it. Alright, good on you, Harp. Because this just became a very high priority project, especially with these turbines doing nothing. Harp, what are you doing? No, work on that some more. Go get steel if you have to, but this needs to happen. Yep, because there we go, losing power to everything already. Alright, the turbines are cranking a little bit, but not enough to power everything. Oh, there we go. Oh, they are really cranking now. Okay, that's helping. It looks like we still don't have much power, much excess power. We're able to power our sun lamps, and that's about it. Where's Max at? What's he doing? Consuming a simple meal. Okay, we've got enough. Luckily, our cold storage doesn't rely on power. It just relies on it being cold outside. So we're actually pretty good on that one. The only thing we're really needing the power for is to keep this place warm. So we need that eclipse to end pretty soon. That would be fantastic. We also need this thing to get built. Okay, he's building it. That's good. Max knows what's up. He knows what needs to happen. Once we get this thing built, we'll be pretty power sufficient for quite a while then. We'll have a lot of power. 209. It's about halfway for the stuff. It looks like we've started producing granite blocks. That's not. Oh, she's even just picking up like chunks that needed to get picked up anyways. Alright, where are these guys coming from? Arrived in drop pods nearby. Not that nearby. That's pretty far away, actually. Okay, looks like we've got 4 people to deal with here. So, let's go ahead and do that. And you know what I've really put off for way too long is doing these areas. I haven't done the inside area yet. So let's say that's an inside area. This is all inside area. Because I just need to be able to tell them all, don't go outside. That's what needs to happen. And so yeah, we'll do that. Area 1. We'll call our indoors area. Let's see, restrictions, manage allowed areas, rename this to indoors. And that'll help us out a lot if we can just, right there. Nobody's allowed outside. And they'll all get back inside. Alright, here's what we need to do. Those need to be flipped. So, before I tell everyone they can't go outside, Max is unrestricted still. And I want you to flip that switch, and you're flipping that switch, that's good. Now, we'll go back to that. And I want all those flipped. Because we're going to need power to have these turrets run. So what are we at right now? We're up 1500 watts without those sun lamps on. And I don't think our plants are just going to die because they don't have light. Well, they won't immediately anyways. They might die eventually because they don't have light, but they're not going to at once. Alright, so here comes the bad guys. So let's find all our people who are battle capable. It's Candace, Max, you are. Red's not. Harp is. Oh, Red, you're about to be. Why did you not have a weapon to begin with, man? You're great. That pistol. Alright, we got one. Here's what we want to do. I want Red there. I want you there. Now I want that guy because he's got a good weapon. No, but I don't want to stand right in front of him, between him and the turret. Alright. Well, we're not going to chase him because our people are really slow. So all we got was 2 awful shivs instead of the guy with the Uzi or whatever over here. Apparently we didn't shoot him quite enough. Let's see. Nobody got hit. So that's really good. Let's go to restrictions, go back to unrestricted. They can do whatever they want. Let's force them to do joy for 2 hours. We should probably actually build a joy thing. I haven't built a horseshoe pin for them yet, have I? Let's see, where should we put this? We'll put it over there. And Max, you are going to come strip this guy. And strip that person as well. Then I want you to haul that one. Sorry, Max, you got gravedigger duty here. And then haul that one, and then I promise I'll let you go after that. Do whatever you want. So that'll get that taken care of. Right, we have a decent amount of power. Let's go ahead and flip, not that one, but that one back on. And if we're stable with that, we'll go ahead and flip that one back on too. Oh, we weren't even stable with that. Flip that one back off. We'll be temporarily stable. As long as those things are cranking, then we'll be stable. Max got the plague. Max. Come on, man. Right, who's our doctor? Candace, you're the doctor, level 5. Yeah, and you already know what you're doing. Look at you. You're the best. Alright, sun's back. We can flip these two back on. Flip that and that off. And this is getting pretty close to finished. So that's good. How's Max doing? Health-wise, plague, minor. He's 33% immune to it already. He's got... How's his needs going? He's got plenty of food in his belly, so that's fine. He's in a little bit of pain. You witnessed a stranger's death. Who cares, man? They were attacking you. Why does that upset you? It's the way the world works, man. When they're trying to destroy you. I don't know, Harp, where are you going? Build that thing. Don't start what you're not going to finish. What are you at on construct? Oh, you're a ridiculously good constructor, too. I don't know what you thought you were doing. There we go. Now, if that doesn't solve our energy problems... We use a lot of energy. That's the moral of the story. Even with a geothermal generator, we are still barely making enough power. 37%. Goodness gracious, we use a lot of energy. We're blinking out, and we just added 3,600 watts to this thing. I mean, during the day when this stuff starts going, we're going to be all kinds of power, but oh yeah, look at that, 6,000, 4,000 to 6,000. Let's see, we can build another geothermal plant there. Was that our only two right around here? And then there's the one back there, and another one over there. Wow, we're gonna be all geothermaled up, guys. We're gonna have all kinds of geothermal power. Let's see, to right about 2 above that thing. Let's go ahead and get that set down. Just trying to cancel and reorder it, just essentially so that it goes in the order that I want it to. I want them to build the wire and then build the rest of it. That way, as soon as the geothermal's completed, it starts working for us. There's no interim time there. You know what? I think time-wise, I'm not going to force them to do joy right before they go to bed. I'll let them go ahead and do anything for that last hour. They can just kind of pick it. So we're maintaining a reasonably stable temperature in here, 68. We're supposed to be doing 70, so maybe it's time to construct additional heaters. Well, not batteries, heaters. Just extend our little row of heaters over there. I don't know how much construction is going to get done with Max in his plague state here. So he's got 6 more hours. He's 61% developed, so that's good. Needs-wise, he's getting a little hungry. Let's see, relaxing socially. Let's take a look at his needs, make sure he's not... I don't want him doing too much like actual work, but we don't have to literally make him bedridden the entire time. Joy-wise, what are his things? Meditative and social. He's got a little bit of stuff on those. Let's see, consuming a meal. Yep, we'll definitely let him do that. He needs treatment. Alright, as soon as he's done. And Candace, you should know what you're doing. You do know what you're doing. And we're out of medicine. That's fantastic. I say that sarcastically. That is not fantastic at all. It's terrible. All those plants there, they've never had light on them, and yet they're still kind of there, so that's good. Once we get the second geothermal in, then we'll be good. Hopefully. Cargo pods, let's see what's the deal with that? Some squirrel meat. Not too far away. You know, I'm just going to leave that there for a while. See if we want that at a later date. So we're doing okay on food at the moment. About to have another harvest up here. Got a lot of blocks. We've still got to light this thing up and then start the hydroponics once we feel like our power system is robust enough to handle that. Let's see, how far forward does that thing go? It goes to like to right there. Can we do a plan thing and just, yeah, let's do that. Let's see, power. Put another wind turbine right in front of that one. I could do that for sure. Let's do that. Put another wind turbine up. We'll remove those plans there. And let's see if we can sneak in. Do we have to sneak a single power piece in there? Alright, there's a pack of man-hunting wargs. There they are. Oh, and they are right on our tail. Alright, everyone, indoors. Right now. Oh, that is going to be close. Goodness gracious, those things were right on our tail. Alright. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn these turrets back on and hope that they take care of the enemies here. Max. Max, get inside. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, since we only really had time to turn one of them on, we're going to restrict him back to indoors, unrecruit him, he can do whatever he wants in there. Are those both? Okay, no. Can they attack the turret? That's the question. Yep, they can. That's wonderful. So we may have killed our turret. That might not have been the best idea. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, they're all going to blow themselves up at least. Okay. What about this guy? How's he doing health-wise? He's pretty damaged. Harp, what do you have? You have a bow and you're a terrible shot. Red, you got the pistol. Red, come here. You're going to hunt this last one down. Just step outside. That's probably what we should have done from square one. Alright, I think that's the whole pack of them. Which means we can unrecruit you, and everybody's back to unrestricted. We don't want to flip that thing switch. So we'll leave it turned off. We do want to rebuild that one that I kind of stupidly got killed. And you know what, we can just, do we have anybody designated as a hunter? Red, you're going to be, we're about to make you #1 hunter. And we're going to designate this one that's still alive to be hunted. And that one too. Just put it out of its misery. And we'll go ahead and say, for the butcher table, butcher creature, do forever. Just butcher them. And red will go ahead and remove you from hunting because that's not actually going to be something we do very much of. But that was fun. How's Max doing plague-wise? It's a major plague, but he's 85% complete. Needs, how's he doing needs-wise? He's doing pretty good. Max, just go rest for a little while, man. Don't worry about that wall. It's not that big of a deal. We just need you to not die. That's kind of the primary objective for you at the moment. Is don't get killed by this plague, because we kind of like you. 13 hours left and he's at about 90%, so we may not have to treat him again, which is good since we're out of medicine. Which reminds me, who's our best social person? 7 and 10. Candace, where are you at? No more horseshoes, Candace. See if the pirate merchant has medicine. I think everybody has medicine. Yeah, they get medicine. That's good. Oh, it's expensive, though. Goodness gracious. Oh, they only have 8 medicine. Well, good. That'll keep me from buying more than I should have. Alright, so we got a little bit of medicine now. Medicine's not even allowed to be stored in this particular storage thing, so they should haul it out of there before too long. Candace is making sure we're well fed. Plague, he's at 93%. He's got 8 hours left. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. Where'd these cargo pods drop? Way over here, and it's more food. Okay, that's not too far from the squirrel meat, actually. But I think we're actually going to be okay on this. Especially if they slaughter those wargs, like I told them to. We'll see if anybody actually gets around to doing that or not. I think that would be Candace. That would fall under cooking, I would believe. They can eat something other than potatoes for once. Yeah, is that where she's going? Oh, alright. We're going to go ahead and slaughter those suckers. There we go. Look at you, Candace. We got some meat now. Oh, you got 74 meat from that thing. That's pretty good. Untreated plague, he's at 99%. He'll be okay. There. We didn't want to waste our last little bit of medicine. Or did we waste? No, we didn't. Medicine's inside. Okay, yep, then we got 8, which is how much we bought. Perfect. He's developed immunity to the plague. Max is now immune to the plague. See, at some point somebody will construct that. I'm glad that they're prioritizing this on the construction, because that's actually what I'd rather have done. In fact, Max, go ahead and build it. Flick it switch so we're not worried about it taking up all of our power. And with the end of that day there, guys, I'm going to call this an episode. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to get your name in here, feel free to comment on any of the videos. I do try to keep up with those, so you can get your name in the game. If you want to be any one of these people, or if you just want to be the next person that we get, that's cool too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.